everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Cam and Focus Weekly. I am Cam, and with me, as he normally is Mr. Andrew. How are you this evening?
I'm doing good.
That's good to hear. How was your weekend?
Well, it was pretty good. Busy,
I,
but good.
I can't figure out a way to make my lips not sync up as I say this stuff.
It was pretty good. Yeah. No, it was good. How was yours?
It was okay. It was more or less uneventful. We were
Good
we were
until you watch
planning.
this movie, I bet.
Yeah, that definitely changed things up a bit for me. Well, we were actually considering going to the zoo this morning, but
Nice.
it's just sweltering hot outside, and we thought better of it.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I wouldn't.
Okay, well, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. Today we're discussing a film from 2006. It is a Steven Seagal movie called Attack Force. And my brain keeps on wanting to say Action Force, but I know that's not the actual title. And
you know what I wish we were doing right now? I wish we were like the Fight Club Blu-ray menu, where you think you're gonna watch Never Been Kissed. You're like, what the heck? I got the wrong movie. So it's like, hey guys, we're talking about this. Oh, actually,
surprise! We're actually discussing Blade Runner 2049. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. We can. I don't mind if we want to
dodge the bullet there.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe we got him so good. Wow.
Well, so Andrew, I think you told me before the show started that this was your first Steven Seagal movie. Is that right?
Yes. As far as I know, this is the first movie I've seen him in, and I don't know if I'm going to be exploring any of his other movies at the moment. I don't feel a rush, a need to, at the moment. So
yeah.
I do own Under Siege, which I've heard is most people say it's his best movie, but
Under Siege is one of his better ones. I think is it The Patriot? I forget what his other fairly decent one is, but yeah. I mean, Steven Seagal is like he's one of those actors who he has never been good. He has always been bad. And
how has he gotten as successful is what I want to know.
Because he rose to fame in like the 80s and early 90s, but we've talked about this before. This was like the action film renaissance. People weren't watching an action film for anything other than the action star, and Steven Seagal became one of those action stars. But early on in his career, he actually gained some momentum for a bit, but then it really petered out whenever people started to notice that he doesn't act at all.
I saw this. He's in this movie called Submerged. I was doing some research, and apparently he's in a submarine for like 15 minutes, but then I guess they like course corrected the story and made it like an alien movie or something like that.
Yeah, but there's actually a story with that, and I don't remember all the details, but I do remember that it was Steven Seagal himself who completely wanted them to overhaul the entire screenplay, and so it became something that was not what the director wanted at all. But of course, he's Steven Seagal, and what he says goes.
Exactly.
So, yeah, he doesn't act, and this movie is a shining example of that. And we'll certainly get into all that. And I took, pardon me, a nice little glamour shot there for you. I started taking notes.
Oh gosh,
I got that far on the first page before I gave up.
Hey, you got way further than I did, so.
This movie opens with some kind of attack on some research facility.
We don't know what they're doing or why they're there.
Exactly. We don't know who these people are. We don't know who's fighting. We don't know what they're fighting for. We don't know where they are. All we know is the time of day.
Yes.
That's it. That is all we know.
what this movie does is it will start to tell you it tells you everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we don't know what they're trying to steal, why it's a big deal, why Steven Seagal's making turns like this, and the car's just he's driving around the building too. It's like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Everybody is fighting on the ground. What's he doing? He's driving there.
He's like, I'm on the way, sir. But he just keeps circling around the building. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and this movie, and it's interesting that you said this movie tells you everything and nothing. There is so much exposition in this movie. It is the entire script from beginning to end is exposition, but you find out nothing.
No, you don't know any. It doesn't progress.
Yeah, well, and when the movie ends, we have.
Oh, good. We're already there. Okay, good.
We have this revelation of this drug CTX or whatever is in the town's water supply. Oh, it's gonna infect.
What does it do?
Who the hell knows? But here's the thing: we find out that it's in the town's water supply, and then nothing afterwards. The movie just ends.
We don't know the reason or objective for creating this drug. They just created it. They don't tell you why or what it does, other than it makes your eyes like fish, and you get these blades in you. Which can also be made because Steven Seagal gets them.
I don't know, and the movie ends with nothing resolved. The drug is still in the town's water supply. It's just
I was like, what the heck is this ending? I did the thing for Tubi. I scrolled to make sure the time. I was like, yep, it's an hour and a half in. But I was like, you really made me sit through this, and that's how you're going to end it with here's at least a sequel.
That's it. No, the problem is still there. Nothing gets fixed, and everybody just walks away like it's hunky dory.
It was an hour and a half of Seagal. You need to get there. All right, now you need to get there. Okay, now you need to get there. Oops, we're out of budget. All right.
And it's the one like admiral dude. He's accused of sending out this attack force or attack squad or something when it was the other guy in the room who actually did it. And because in the scene previous, he's like, send in the attack squad or something. And it's like this script has no coherence like at all. It's like. Like something happens in one scene and the next scene completely contradicts it.
Yeah. Seagal was a co-writer, so
yeah. Okay. That actually makes a whole lot of sense because Steven Seagal has no sense of consistency, and the proof of that is on the cover of this movie. He looks a lot skinnier on the cover than he does in the movie.
And and I'm sorry, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're just saying that because you hate the movie." Poster's bad. Like, if I was like, I know I was a year old when this movie came out, but if I was like this age and like I saw a poster, I'd be like, I'm not. What? This tells me nothing about the movie. It's just him with an explosion behind him. That doesn't even happen in the movie.
No, he's using two pistols on the poster. He never uses two pistols in the movie. He does a whole bunch of. His fight scenes are a bunch of, Mom, he's hitting me.
Yes. Well, the other person has a blade going like, yeah. And there was one scene where he was like,
it was like one of those like cliche cartoon fight scenes where the two people are like standing with their heads away from each other doing this.
And he can like just tap them and they like fall into the wall. They punch him. They punch him and he's like, ugh.
The first guy in the movie that he kills, at the end of that big research facility fight scene, battle, whatever. The first guy he kills, they get into a little slapping scuffle. He pushes the guy lightly and he falls to the ground with the blade in his forehead. Yeah. What happened? What the hell? He pushes the guy and somehow stabs his own blade through his forehead.
Or when there's the guys that were following him, and he tells his friend, he's like, we're being followed. And he grabs the badge and he goes, oh, and hits him like both in the neck, and then they just like fall over. Like,
That's the pinnacle of Steven Seagal fight
yeah,
scenes. And there are, I think I counted 2 scenes in the movie where Steven Seagal's character walks upstairs. You can very clearly see it's his double. I'm telling you, Steven
yes.
Seagal refuses to walk upstairs.
Yeah, I don't know why. I remember you telling me that, but
Oh,
what sold me though was when there's that explosion in the opening scene with the grenade, and there's like 7 shots in 0.5
oh
seconds.
my God.
Because then that happens throughout the whole movie. Anytime there's an action fight, it's like cut, 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 cut.
Yeah.
And then you go to the gentleman's club because I don't want to get demonetized.
Twice. You go there twice.
And I kid you not, the performers, the dancers are doing this. Literally, there was one girl doing
I know.
this.
And she just kind of looks at the camera for a split second.
And can I say, the dialogue written for those military guys, I'm surprised this didn't get best screenplay because it is some of the best dialogue.
Permission to leave, Commander. We want to go to a titty bar. It's like, wow, that's very soldierly of you.
Well, even before that, when they're all sitting in the room together, and the guy's, he's doing the push-up things on the chair, and he's like, and they're talking about the guy that they never met. And
he walks with an air of confidence you don't see much these days, or you don't see nowadays. And it's like no one talks like that.
No, and you haven't even met the guy, so
it's like. It's like, are you reading prose from a YA novel? It's like no one talks like that.
No, I mean, my good. Well, and then when they get to the what was I going to say? When they get to their apartment, this was something I thought I noticed and ended up not being an issue. But when the guy's going to the bathroom, it looks like the bathroom light is like a normal regular light, and then when he gets into it, it's like a green light. And I was like, what the heck? And then this is the only time I did this. I hit the 30-second rewind button. I was like, okay, now I can see that the light's green. But at first I was like, where's this bathroom? They cut to another apartment.
It has no sense of structure at all.
Yeah.
It's their hotel that they're staying in, while they're in France or wherever they are, and you have no idea what the layout of this hotel is at all. It's like the shots are so poorly composed that any room could be anywhere in that hotel.
Exactly.
It could be Pan's Labyrinth, and it would make more sense than what we got.
They walk up the stairs, and there's just like 2 rooms on this little floor, and then there's more stairs. It's like, what the heck?
Well, the only characters in the movie that didn't use their stunt doubles to go upstairs.
Exactly.
God, I hated this. I hated this.
Okay, this has got to be probably the worst movie we've done for this show, because say what you will, the other movies that are bad, they at least try to have, there's something in them. They're like, okay, that's at least good. There was nothing in this movie where I was like, okay, that was good.
I mean, at least Emu War was bad on purpose.
Right. And I know we said this, the first like 10 minutes of that movie, you're like, okay, this is kind of funny. And then it's not intentionally bad.
Yeah.
But no, this was like they were trying to be serious. And oh God, I looked it up. This movie had a $12 million budget. Okay, 11.98 million went to Steven Seagal, and then the other 100,000 went to the other actors and the sets. Because what the heck were these sets?
It was awful, and all the money that went towards Steven Seagal, none of it made it on screen. I mean, when he walks in and sees that his new team has been murdered by that prostitute, his reaction is, oh, that's his reaction. It's like, okay, you just said that you were looking forward to being a team and you wanted to make this work with these guys, and then you walk into a crime scene where they're bloody and beaten and stabbed all on the floor, and there's gore everywhere, and all you can do is stroke your chin. Not to...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, just how he's praising them, and he was like, whatever. And then the next day he says, "Those are some of the best military men I've ever been around." I was like,
They just met.
"You just met. You haven't seen him fight." What? Like, I don't understand how this movie was written.
And, you can't even say that it was written by AI because it came out in 2006. So someone actually wrote this, and it said in the 2.5 minutes of opening credits, it said screenplay by Steven Seagal. I was like, that explains
Did you
it.
catch what those were silhouettes of? Like
No.
the blurriness?
No,
that was
I
like
didn't.
ladies dancing during the opening credits.
Of course.
For like 2.5 minutes. I'm like, what is this movie? You can argue that there's no action in this action movie, and the action
Not
force
really.
is just regular dudes. Like, it wasn't like a team up or whatever. And then no, here's what it was. The choreographer was in film school, needed credits for class. So they're like, sure, come on. He was like, wax on, wax off, but instead forward, you know. It's worse than Time Cop, because at least Time Cop has a strategy. This
there's structure to his movements. Okay,
yes.
I'm up. I gotta go down. Now I gotta go up, and now I gotta go down. With Steven Seagal, it's just like, quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
And it's like, yeah, because they'll be like with the blade, they'll be like, shh, and he's just like, ha.
Yeah. I can't. It's
like I've laughed at this movie probably like 10 something times, but not due to humor, due to the sheer ridiculousness of this movie and with the dubbing. And I was like, okay, am I going crazy? Do I need new glasses, or is this lady's voice not matching up with her lips?
Not even once.
And there was only, I think, 1 or 2 times where she spoke where it lined up.
Yeah.
All the rest, it was like slightly off, and you're like, what? Like, you couldn't. And there was like an echo. It's like they filmed the voiceover in the bathroom or something, because it did not fit what they were in.
No, not even close. And the scene where she's talking to Seagal and he's like, I want to find out who did this. And she says, we've been investigating for 6 months. Some guy went AWOL. You know, the second part of her line, it is not even close.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's a far away shot where, you might miss the lip sync. It's like, no, it's a fairly close up shot of her, and her lips are not even remotely close to it. No. I hate it. I hate it so much. I was serious last week whenever I said, let's do a Steven Seagal movie. It'll be fun. And I'm just like, why the fuck did I agree to do this?
Yeah, I know. And this was me being generous, by the way. I gave it a 0.5 star on Letterboxd because that's the lowest you can go.
You can't go any lower.
So that's me being extremely generous. I mean, I guarantee you, we could write a movie infinitely better than this, even if we weren't trying.
I could fart into a napkin and throw it against my window and come up with a better movie than this.
No, actually, that itself as the movie, just a short 10-second film, is better than what this was.
Yeah.
At least that's genuinely funny. This was not funny for funny's sake. This was like, what the heck?
Like this movie is proof that you can just glue together random scenes that have no narrative coherence and come up with a movie.
They like met these Russian guys, the Arun. Why not just name him Aaron? By the way, why does his name got to be Arun? Arun. He's walking out of this, I guess his club or whatever, with the whatever her name was, the lady. See, I don't even remember character name. So she had the blade that killed the military.
Yeah.
They see these like Russian guys, and the guy's like following me. And okay, obviously they have some kind of history, but we don't learn what that is because they kill him right away. We don't even get like you did this, so I'm gonna kill you. It's just like, bad guys.
Yeah. Well, and that same guy, Arun.
I can't stand that.
So between two scenes, the first time we see him is in the club.
Mm-hmm.
The next scene, he's in jail.
Yes.
Who brought him there? When did he get there? Why did he get there? Because the army guy that he was talking to in the club, who was asking him, I just want to ask your girl a few questions.
Yeah.
He left.
Yes.
He didn't take him out with him. So how in the hell did he end up in jail?
And then, you can tell for that in that Dark Knight level of interrogation scene, they obviously would like shoot a line and then cut, because he would be like bad cop. He'd be like bad cop, cut, good cop, cut, bad cop. Like there was not continuity with his lines. He'd be like chewing them out, like, you tell me where this is, you little butthead or whatever, and then cut and be like, dude, just tell me where it is, cut. You better tell me. Cut. And it's like, okay, what the heck is going on here?
And then it culminates in him injecting him with the drug, and I'm just like, wait a minute. What? Why?
And then I
was like, literally telling him all he wanted to know.
I was like,
he was telling him everything.
I was like, Arun's about to become an alpha or something. And then he's down like this. Guy lights a cigarette, he goes, need a light, and then somehow is able to like flip up, kick, and one thing, and then breaks off the cuffs and breaks out, and it's like, what?
Yeah, that drug turns him into Jackie Chan. Oh, it's a shame that's the only time we see that happen.
No one else gets those abilities. So what was
the drug made it into the town's water supply? Oh yeah, great. So that means by tomorrow people are going to be doing flips across buildings and shit. But how is that going to get resolved?
We'll never know. And you know what? I'm not even mad, because I would not watch a sequel to this. I just like there's like good bad, there's weird bad. This is offensively bad.
This is just bad.
This was like it's just got to be in my top 10 worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure that you noticed, but I want to know if this bugged the hell out of you as much as it did me. Every fight scene, the hits are accented by a white flash on the screen.
Yes, I noticed that too.
Oh,
with the blades.
God, I hated that. It looks bad enough. We don't need more.
Sometimes you get a shot of the person's face and it's like green, and you know what that made me think of? When my sisters and I were younger, my dad had a work tablet, and you could take a picture. It was like an iPad and edit it. Well, one of the edit filter lenses looked like that, and it made me think of that. And I went, "Oh my gosh! Like what? Why? Who in the editing room? The one guy on his laptop. What made him go? This shows off my editing skills." It's like, no, it doesn't. No, it does not.
Yeah, Steven Seagal is sitting down watching the final cut of the movie before it hits theaters, and he's like,
that's good.
That needs another white flash there.
I don't know if you noticed this, because while his tone never changed, there were a couple times where the voice was different for Seagal.
Yes, and that is something that Steven Seagal is actually known for. It's not... he gets other people to dub his lines.
The heck?
He gets other people to dub his lines. Because Steven Seagal is an actor who's so dedicated to his craft.
That makes me so mad for some reason.
I can't stand the man. I mean,
here's the thing. Okay.
He's a fraud.
He wants all the perks of being a Schwarzenegger level action star without doing what it takes to get to that.
Yeah.
Okay, because I noticed that and I was like, what the heck? How did that get past the editing?
After he gets, after that first scene and he's getting chewed out by his superiors about, oh, you got to clean this up now or something. What happens when the first mildly attractive woman walks into the room? She and Steven Seagal start making out. And I told you, every one of his movies, there's going to be at least one scene where he gets it on with a girl who's way out of his league.
She's even out of my league.
I mean, I can't imagine that this did well for her career, because not one girl on this planet wants to have made out with Steven Seagal on her resume. Not one.
When I shared that meme, and one of the like starter packs for Steven Seagal movies was always takes place in like Paris or Europe, and I hadn't started this movie yet, and then I started it only after that, and I was like, "You cannot make this up." I was like, "You cannot make this up."
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it's so many movies of Steven Seagal's that take place in Asia. He does a lot of movies in Asia, specifically places like Thailand or Vietnam or something.
Okay.
I feel like there's some kind of like financial or economic reason behind that.
It's cheaper to shoot overseas.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
I don't know.
Reason. He wants as much of the production budget to go to his salary. He's like, oh yes, it's $100 for the day to shoot there. Sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
and I love. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Well,
I was gonna. It's off. It's jumping ahead with the movie. So
no, go. It's fine. Well, please.
The lighting in these scenes. So one shot will be on Seagal and half his face is with like dark shadow, and you can see the other half. Cuts. Next shot, you can see his full face.
Oh.
Cut again. It's like this. Cut back. It's like this. Cut. It's like what? There was no storyboards. There was no. Here's what they said. All right, I'm gonna hit record. Do it all you want. We're gonna film for 30 minutes, and then we'll just go in and cut, and film it as one shot. And then I was like,
yeah. I mean, continuity in this movie is purely theoretical. like nothing. I'm sure that if I were to go through this movie and go through it shot by shot, it's probably like 85% continuity errors.
Oh,
I can almost guarantee it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to IMDb and I'm going to see under Goose
my God.
And if you go to IMDb, I just want to put this out there for the ones of people that probably don't care that are watching.
All one of you.
This has a 2.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
I didn't even look at the score. That's so perfect.
The reason, though, too, it should be lower, but there, like I shared this in our chat, there's some troll reviews of like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal walking with his knee-length leather jacket that can take people out. It's like, come on.
His wardrobe is a better actor than he is.
Yeah. But I just, golly. And you know what I love too? Because I don't know where they found some of the actors for this movie.
eBay.
Like Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal is like one of the only ones that has a picture on IMDb.
Oh, really?
I mean, there's like, let's see. So Tia, I'll tell you how many of the top cast of 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 8 out of the top 29 cast on IMDb have a picture. The rest do not. Someone's review says a horror movie disguised as an action film. Yes.
I hadn't looked yet. I haven't looked at the movie on IMDb yet, but I'm pretty sure that I've seen the actor who plays Aaron somewhere else in another movie.
I thought he looked kind of familiar too, but.
Honestly, he almost looked like David Tennant, from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe he was one of those like doppelganger kind of actors who, if like every actor has another actor that looks just like him, like the actor Doug Reese Scott looks just like Martin Sokas. I mean, those are kind of obscure names, I'm sure, but yeah. I thought maybe it was something like that, but I'm looking at him like, I'm sure I have seen you somewhere before, and I'll probably look it up later and be like, oh well, that's what that was.
Yeah.
But
so I got to tell you, let me get back to it real quick. There were some continuity goofs here on IMDb. One was about let's see, the alien queen. I don't even remember that in the movie. It says
what?
Big chest wound changes from the right side to the left side of the chest 2 times during the final fight. I had no memory of that.
It's probably that last lady that Steven Seagal fights. He like slaps her around a couple times, and then he just pushes her through that brick wall.
I know. He cuts her up, and her bra is cut in half. She's fine. A little, and she's It's like,
yeah. See, that's just a testament to Steven Seagal's martial skill. All it takes is for him to shoo and she just flies through a brick wall, just human-sized hole in that wall.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, well, there's the other. Okay, when we talk about the wall, okay, so obviously this drug or whatever gives super strength because the military guy is hiding in the bathroom. He's up against the wall. The lady reaches through the wall, multiple layers of drywall, and pulls him through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah. Well, he just had to show us that this drug does that to you, but we don't know that that's what they're on even by the end of the movie. So what difference does it make?
Again, when it got to the end of the movie, I was like, did I miss when they said what the objective was or the reason why they made this drug?
There is no reason.
I was like, why?
Like I have never seen a movie so disconnected from its own plot. Like it's terrible. It's so terrible.
You know what? The one fan of the movie is going to say, "You just don't understand it." You know.
And I will counter that with a question: am I meant to?
Right.
Like, was this movie made to be understood? Because somebody enlighten me, please.
You know what? I gotta see, because if this got a theatrical release, which I don't think a major studio worked on this, I want to see what the box office was.
$2.
Okay. All right. The over-under's at $2. Oh, what if it's like that one movie where it's like members of the staff?
Zizek's Road. That's The budget was like 11 million and it made $30.
Let's forget about that movie. Let's pretend I didn't bring that up.
No, I don't plan on watching that for this show. Trust me.
Okay, Steven Seagal has a book called Seagalology.
I thought you were serious. He has a book called
No, I'm like,
someone asked him, so what do you want to name this book? And he just grunts and he's like,
he does
perfect.
Then he goes,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's called Seagalology, the butt-kicking films of Steven Seagal. Anyway, okay. I was mistaken on the budget. I don't know where I saw that. It wasn't IMDb. The budget was estimated at $4 million. Its gross worldwide was $53,564.
So it had a loss of $3.5 million on a $4 million budget. That sucks. And you also have to factor in marketing. You have to factor in distribution. You have to factor in theaters cuts as well. So that movie theoretically
lost money.
That movie theoretically would have had to have made about roughly $7 million just to break even. So that is like a $6.5 million loss.
See, and this is one of those, I've never done this before, but if I went to the theater seeing this poster going, okay, I guess it's an hour and a half to kill, I would walk out. There's no way I would have made that hour and a half.
Because I'd ask for my money back.
At least on Tubi, I can pause it and go, okay, there's 20 minutes left. It's going to feel like 40, but whatever. God. In the movie theater, you'd have no idea. You'd be like, oh, it was like, the first time I paused, I went, I'm only 10 minutes in. Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine some poor bastard is watching this in the theater and he's 20 minutes in, it's like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to walk out. And he goes, the doors are locked. He's just like, yeah!
It's like the bathroom scene. You just watched the bathroom scene. He's like, crap.
It's madness!
And they go, the theater says, it's the only way we can make money. You have to watch through the showings for the day.
You got 4 people from the box office just holding the door shut. It's like, we're sorry. This hurts us too.
Oh my gosh. I don't have any, there's no redeeming qualities. There's nothing I can say. Well, you know what? At least there's this. They're just
yeah. For some movies, I can look at it and be like, okay, well, at least the cinematography was decent,
Yeah.
or at least I like that one scene or something. It's like this movie felt like if I were to give this a medical equivalent,
Mm-hmm.
this movie is an entire floor of the hospital coding right there. Just 50 people flatlined immediately.
Yeah.
That's what this movie was to me.
You know what the cinematography looked like? Okay, imagine we're filming on my phone, all right, and I'm camera guy one, camera operator one. It looks like this, right? So it's like cut. All right, you take the camera. All right, you take the camera. All right, like. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get a seizure watching this movie. Like, jeez.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. So it's interesting that you mentioned the Dark Knight, the interrogation scene. So a nifty camera trick that Christopher Nolan used during that interrogation scene was shifting from the left side to the right side of the character to show a change of character of not of audience perspective, but of character perspective, to kind of clue the audience into the fact that Batman kind of understands what Joker is saying and on some level agrees with him. It's a shift of perspective. During the interrogation scene in this movie, they do the same thing for no reason.
And they like zoom in. There's some shots where it's like they like zoom in on the guy's face. It's like, how much closer can we get? We're about to see this guy's pores or something. Like, what the heck?
Oh. And he had one facial expression. Both characters had one facial expression the whole time. The
Arun was like
guy
this.
was just, and then the other guy was.
Arun was always like, ho ho ho! I cannot tell you our goals with the drug. It's like,
and then he tells him,
right?
And then he tells him everything.
And at the same time, even with him telling him everything, it tells us, the audience, nothing. Because it's still like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, this movie has no idea what show don't tell is, but even with them telling, we know nothing about it unless it's something obvious. For example, whenever Steven Seagal and his partner go up to the hotel and find their new friends dead, after about 2.5 minutes of the one guy, of looking at them, looking at this scene, blood everywhere, they're laying there motionless, whatever. After all that, and about 30 seconds of the one guy checking the vitals or vitals of one guy, Steven Seagal's like, don't bother, they're all dead. It's like, no shit. What clued you into that fact? Was it the gallons of blood on the ground? Well, was it maybe the fact that the gallons of blood came from these guys who aren't moving? Freaking ace detective right there. Sherlock Holmes, everybody.
It's like, okay, there's a whole list of pointless characters in this movie. The first one is the detective guy with the police. We briefly learn that, okay, he's paying Arun for some reason. Okay. That's the last time we see him involved with that. The next time he's like, I'm the detective. And they're like, get out of here.
What was the point of his inclusion in the movie? Who was he? Who cares?
Honestly, you could take out all the characters in this movie and not lose anything. Because
Steven Seagal could go through this movie solo and it would still be the exact same experience.
Oh, yeah. Just him going, oh, we're being followed. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Hey there, pretty lady.
And there is so much that goes on in this movie that goes on for way too long. Like, okay, so after the guys are autopsied, and the medical examiner says, oh, they died from massive trauma and drug in their system or whatever. Yeah. We spend about 30 seconds just watching him cover all three bodies after Steven Seagal has already walked out. Okay, if you wanted to portray this scene and give it a sense of gravitas, show him covering one body. And then transition to the next scene. Maybe have have some kind of audio clue or audio cue, should say. Sorry, as he's draping the thing over the guy's face, have maybe a droning sound go, just to kind of make it seem tense. and then transition to the next scene. We don't need to see you cover the faces of all 3 bodies in a silent scene.
And you know what's funny about this movie? This hour-and-a-half cut, theatrical direct-to-DVD cut, whatever, and the bottom of the Walmart $5 bin cut of the movie is also the director's cut, extended cut, all that, because they don't cut. I don't think they cut anything out of this movie.
This feels like a storyboard.
If it was a good take or hold on, let me rephrase that. Not a good take, a good enough take for whatever they were trying to do. They're like, sure, we don't got the budget to we're like, we don't got the budget to come back. So, you know.
Steven Seagal took 3.5 of our $4 million budget. We can't afford these shots.
Steven Seagal tries to be like Samuel L. Jackson. He's like, I only do one take.
Yeah,
it's like,
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. And the best thing is his acting doesn't require multiple takes.
No. It's like you said earlier. He literally has the same facial expression the whole time. I mean, whether he's in the club just chilling, sees dead bodies, is fighting like this, it's the same face. He has it's okay. It's like OSHA in The Acolyte. It's like the same emotion. It's like, what the heck?
For everything.
Yeah.
For everything. And it's not just the facial expressions that remain the same. If you notice in the big climactic scene of the movie where they're going around, they're fighting people in that dark, facility, whatever the hell it was, they keep on going back to the same location.
Yes.
And what clued me in was that there's a set of stairs that goes up and to the right.
Mm-hmm.
They go there, they do some stuff. They leave there, they do some stuff. They go back there and do some stuff. They just frame the shot slightly differently so that maybe you don't notice that they go back to the same set.
Oh my god! I just thought of one thing I can give this movie its credit for. It has one of the best burns in cinematic history. When Arun, and the only reason why his name I remember is because they say it every single time he's on screen. Arun. When he's trying to recruit the love interest of Seagal.
Yeah.
And plot twist, by the way, like, wow, didn't see that coming. And she goes, nah, I don't want to work. And he says, there will be consequences. Then you jump later in the movie and he kills her. And after she's dead, he said, told you there'd be consequences. It was like, oh, you got her. Even though she's already dead and she can't hear it. Like,
gotcha. Somebody sat down and wrote that and submitted it to the studio execs and like, wow. How do you do it? I can't. I searched so hard to find something that I could say about this movie that was positive, but I couldn't. I couldn't find a single thing.
No. And there were so many, and I know I keep saying this, but so many of the kills and characters that show up are pointless and add nothing to the plot. And it's like, why are you killing this guy? There's some bad blood.
Because he's there.
You know what it was? It's like they were trying to do lore in this movie without actually doing lore. It's like, oh, look, they killed this guy, so that's world building. It's like, this wasn't even a nothing burger. This was just, I mean, there was, if someone told me to explain the plot, I'd be like, I couldn't tell you. Steven Seagal goes here, then he goes there. He kills a few people here. Then he goes here, kills a few people, goes here, makes out here, kills some people here, and then drives away at the end.
And the whole movie takes place in like 5 locations.
Yeah. And is it, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days?
Something like that. There's the set at the end. There's the strip club. There's the opening set piece. There's the interrogation room. And there's that one spot where Steven Seagal and his partner keep on converging to talk.
Yeah.
And it's speaking of which, the second time that they're shown in that scene, there's an establishing shot showing them both sitting there. And then the next shot, the girl's there. She wasn't in the establishing shot before. So it's very obvious that her scenes were filmed separately.
Oh yeah. Which just adds to the and then the line delivery must have been so bad that they had to go in and make it even worse.
Everything.
I mean, just like there's sometimes with ADR, you're like, okay, it wasn't that bad. Oh my word, it was okay. It was okay. I didn't notice it in Kroll, but I noticed it in this. I mean, right away, I was like, what the heck? You know.
Well, in the opening scene, whenever the guy, Steven Seagal's partner, who's piloting the chopper, knocks the guy off the bike. First of all, the rockets that he shot at the guy made machine gun sounds. Okay, and secondly, when he says that he knocked the guy down, Steven Seagal can go in and clean up. First of all, the lips don't match at all. Very obvious. But it switches from radio audio to regular audio within that one shot.
It's like he's on the ground. Well, and then when they're shooting at the guy that initially gets the drugs, which we never see again, and the guy's shooting from the chopper, those two guys are literally standing right next to him. He hits the two guys on the side without hitting the guy, the main character, I guess, treatment. And then when they do shoot him off the bike, the guy goes, he's on the ground. And it's like Steven Seagal gets up to him. No, the dude's still getting up from being on the bike. He ain't on foot running. There's no foot pursuit. He's right there. Like, and Seagal just gets out and goes, psh, like he just has that main, psh, can just do it. And it's like, it's just annoying at that point. It's not even funny.
Well, and then there's a scene where he goes into that guy's house and kills him and I guess his daughter or wife or something.
Yeah.
Who? Why? When? Where?
And how? Well, then
it's what Steven Seagal wanted.
When they were like, it's in the town's water. They searched like one apartment complex and are like, search their eyes. Dude, with how deep they search, that's going to take them weeks to go through the whole town. They're just concerned about that. And how did the priest die at the church? Psh, we didn't even know he was alive until we saw him dead. It's like, okay.
Yeah, for the amount of sleuthing that they do, it's like, oh, I heard it's in the town's water supply. Turn on the faucet, turn it off. Nope, nothing here.
Yeah, still brown water to me. So yeah.
Where does this movie take place? In Flint, Michigan? Oh no, he didn't just go there.
Actually, we're going to start a hashtag online to get the extended cut of this movie with 10 extra minutes, so we can see all the stuff that we didn't see, and we still will be like, okay, that added nothing. But it'll still add something.
Those 10 extra minutes are just takes from other characters' lines that they didn't use, and so they put those extra 10 minutes in there. That the same line is done 3 or 4 times. The director's cut, everybody.
It's so they did 3 takes of Seagal when he sees the dead. It's like,
It's like, okay, Steven, try and put just a bit more emotion into it. Okay,
I got it. And oh my gosh, I love the mullet ponytail hairstyle he's got rocking in this movie.
I could not tell if it was fake or not.
I've only ever seen him with that type of hair, so I assume it's.
I don't know, but the way that it flared out in the back, it's either
that's true.
He either uses a lot of hairspray or it's a wig. I don't know.
Actually, you know what? Steven Seagal is such a star. He just wakes up and it's like that,
Yeah, I woke up like this.
And I know he's not in the greatest shape, but literally every scene, it's like he just ran a mile because he is so out of breath.
Out of breath all
the
time.
It's like, bro, you're sitting in the chair. Why are you going, oh, we're being followed? It's like, what? You're sitting in the car. Like,
Yeah, you know, Steven Seagal, I bet you if you walked up your own freaking stairs, you might have a bit more cardio.
When you, and then he talks in the third person to the director. When you're Steven Seagal, you don't walk up your own stairs.
He's sitting back and watching an action scene that he did, and he's like, Steven Seagal doesn't like that.
I would have loved to see, because I didn't recognize the director's name, but I would have loved. I'm sure the director was like, "Hey, Steven, what if we do no? Well, what if we did no? What if you did like no? Well, what if you no?"
Okay, Steven, can you please just do this action scene without slapping? No. It's
like less like a toddler.
Yeah. It's like Batman in the Lego Batman movie. Whenever
no. Now that's a good movie.
That is a good movie. Surprisingly, a lot of the Lego movies are actually pretty decent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But no, we can't be too happy with this. We have to be serious. Our takes during this have to be.
Yeah, Steven, this scene requires you to meet this woman in a hallway and make out with her. She just walked in. She just walked on set. We don't know who this actress is. She never got an audition. But Steven's like, no, she's in the movie now.
And I love the air of confidence he tries to have as this character, because when she walks in on the movie, Seagal and his buddy, they both look at each other, and Seagal says, "I'll see you back at the hotel." Or he's like, "Are you good on your own?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." And he gets up like, "Sure." This lady will be like, "Ooh."
Who is she? How do they know each other? Who is she to him? Is she an ex-lover? Is she an ex-wife? Is she a current lover? Is she a current wife? Is she his third cousin twice removed? Who the hell knows? She just walks in the movie and bam, they are just wow.
It's like like I said, they try to. You know what? I don't even think they tried with this movie. It was like. It was like we've got to shoot this movie in a week, and so whatever happens, and we're gonna say Arun every 5 seconds.
Well, I was gonna say if anybody actually tried, it was the actor who played Arun, because I'm sure he knew this script was garbage, but at the very least, you could tell he was trying to have fun with the dog doo-doo he was given to work with.
Yeah. Well, I love when we're first introduced to him in the club. You would think he's like the crime lord boss of this thing, because the lady says, "Ask him," only to find out that's not the case. Who are the higher ups though? We don't know. They just mentioned something about higher ups, or he mentioned something about a boss. I think.
Like, is it the admiral guy who's supposedly also involved in the making of this drug?
Yeah.
What? We don't know. They don't interact, so who knows?
The one like military leader, not the military leader, but the guy. Oh, I don't remember anyone's names, but they kept referencing them. And Seagal like turns around a corner and he shoots like the guard that was with him, and then the guy turns around and goes, "Oh." He shoots, and then it's like, oh. I was like, okay, so what was the point of having him? Why did you make him seem like such a big character in the movie just to kill him off?
Yeah, and the admiral guy. The first time we see him is when Steven Seagal is going to the research facility, and he denies him entrance. Mm-hmm. There's a cluster of scenes towards the end of the movie where it seems like this guy is in 3 different places at once. Like
he's like in the hallway, and then he's in the room on the phone while talking in the hallway.
Okay, my first question is it the same character? We don't know. Is it the same? Did they run out of budget to hire actors, and so this guy has to play multiple characters? We don't know.
I would be surprised. It would not surprise me.
The only credit that I can give that actor is the fact that he kind of looks like Bryan Cranston.
Yeah,
that's it.
And this movie was not good enough for me to believe that there was a bigger name than Seagal in this movie. Because every time I was Seagal,
he would not allow a bigger name than him to be in the movie. I guarantee that.
Yeah. You know what's funny? As soon as I was done this movie, because you've got me hooked on this guy, and I watched 2 of his videos today, and my stomach was hurting from laughing.
Was that Fanboy Flicks?
Yeah, I went to his channel and I was like, I was like, what if he did the video on this? I was like, no, he'd done some other Seagal movies, but I
No,
was like,
he.
I
I
would.
think he did Submerged, and
Mhm.
I think like 3 or 4 others, but he never did
There's
this one.
one I've seen the clip of it where he's getting attacked by dogs, and it's like this
Hmm.
huge attack, and then he gets up, brushes it off, goes to this tribe and tells them, "Hey, bad people are coming for me, and if they find you guys, they're gonna kill you." So then they take him, poke him with a feather, he faints, and then goes into the forest and starts attacking a bear. I'm like, what is going on here?
Steven Seagal would be a buffet for a bear. That bear would munch on Steven Seagal for weeks.
And now he's got this like trying to be like a mobster look going with like facial hair and all that. I mean, just is he? Is I assume he's retired from acting.
um, I don't know. I think his last acting credit was
Let's see.
2022. I
Good
think.
mercy.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to his IMDb's gonna be like, why is this dude keep looking at Steven Seagal? There's nothing there. I can't even spell. Steven Seagal. Oh, on Deadly Ground. Oh,
Mhm.
he's got this like. All right, let's see. His last acting gig, 2019, Beyond the Law with a 3.7 out of 10. Before that was General Commander with a 3.1. No, okay, he's got a movie from 2017 called China Salesman with a 2.6. Wait, that's lower rated than this.
Oh God.
Oh crap.
No. No.
Let's just see. Let's see. Oh, it's got Mike Tyson. It's on Tubi. A Chinese IT company representative attempts to spoil a conspiracy to start a civil war in an African country, of course, orchestrated by a European, of course, businessman who's aided by a tough African warrior, of course.
Did they make Mike Tyson a tough African warrior?
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, I would watch it just for that.
Oh, hey, it made 1.6 million worldwide. I'll give it that. All right.
Oh wow, yeah.
That
Oh,
dude,
that's big boy numbers.
yeah.
There was
I
a
just
movie.
I love how basic Seagal's titles are because again, like this script, it tells you nothing about the movie. You hear attack force, we don't even see an attack force till the end, and it's just military people.
It's just some
like,
guys.
right? It's like, oh, wow, you know. But okay, why was this movie called? It could have just been Steven Seagal goes to a couple places. Subtitle kills a couple people along the way. Subtitle gets blades. You know, makes out with girls.
And have you noticed that? I mean, we talk about Steven Seagal not having any like range at all. Every freaking movie poster he is in, he looks bored.
I mean, and I'm telling you, I'm just looking through his his acting stuff here on IMDb. The most basic titles I've ever heard. I mean,
most of those movies were written by him.
Yeah. On Deadly Ground, Above the Law, Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, Out for Justice, Executive Decision, Fire Down Below. Oh, that's what I say when I go to the bathroom. The Patriot, that's original.
The Patriot is actually one of his better ones. I think we had mentioned earlier.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's got a 4.2 out of 10 on IMDb, so that is one of his higher.
That is one of his better ones.
You know, I don't think he's got a movie where he's a top billing actor that has above like a 6.
I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that at all.
You know, I'm gonna filter this. I wonder if I can filter by. Oh, I can filter by rating.
Okay, what is his highest rated movie?
Okay, let's see. That's a TV series. Okay, I don't need all these ads. Okay, that's a TV series, TV episode. Of course, it's TV episodes. All right, hold on. Let me scroll past. Okay, we're still on TV specials and series. That's a documentary. That's a video.
Oh my God.
There's a movie from 2016. I don't even know if it's a movie. It's called A Thousand Hands of the Guru, where he plays himself, and it's got a 7.7.
I bet it's ironic.
I don't think that's a movie. Okay. There's a movie. I don't know. Oh, well, he's himself. Okay. His top rated stuff, he's all himself, or he's in a show. When does he not play himself in some of these movies? Okay. He does not have anything other. The only his highest rated stuff, he's either playing himself for like a guest appearance, or he gets appeared on a highly rated TV show. Because I'm still scrolling, I'm in the high 6s, and it's still like miniseries or music video or himself. I don't know.
God, that is.
I don't want to
funny.
keep looking. I'm gonna get traumatized. I'm not gonna be able
It's
to
a
sleep tonight.
testament to an actor's talent when you have to scroll halfway down their filmography just to find
like,
one movie they were in that was good.
He's got like 90 plus, and I scrolled like 50 down, and it was just self for documentary. Wow, Mr. Seagal, you are one of the actors of all time.
Yes,
He's
an actor. He does movies. He stars in them.
Guess
he
what?
does
He
action.
doesn't walk upstairs. And if the shot's from behind him, it's probably not him.
No.
You know? Unless if the fighting is like actual punches, it's not him. If it's this,
yeah,
that's him.
I mean, if I ever needed a reason to tell myself that I will never watch a Steven Seagal movie again, it would be this movie.
If there could be one movie that I could be Men in Black, it would be this movie. I mean, because there's, like I said, there's some bad movies where it's like, you know what, fine. Nah, I don't want to ever remember this movie again. I don't think you could even pay. If someone said we will give you $1,000 to rewatch this movie in one sitting without pausing, I would say nope, I can't do it.
No. Well,
even for $1,000.
I mean, at the very least, you can't remember any of the characters' names, so you're definitely on track to not remember the movie by tomorrow.
That's right. I don't even remember Seagal's name. I couldn't tell you.
It was Marshall something.
Oh, it was Marshall. Crap.
And the only other character's name that I remember is Aaron.
Yeah, because they said it every freaking time they could. It's like, okay, we get it. You know? Good.
I feel like years were taken off of my life because of this.
Yes.
Like if I die in my sleep tomorrow, it's because this movie sapped away what few years I have left.
It was like a Final Destination movie. You know, you got years cut off because now I'm the host. I can say whatever I want. Seagal's a great actor, folks. I'm just saying that so that Cam and I agree. It just legal reasons. He can still hear me, can he?
and honestly, if there were to ever be a stroke of miraculous luck for me, it would be Steven Seagal watching this stream. I would want that so bad, and I would want to see how he'd respond to it. He'd probably send me like a cease and desist email or something. Exactly. Because he does that.
And you're like, dude, I'm not making any money off of this. He would go like this. I don't.
Steven Seagal doesn't like this guy.
Yeah, that's right. He's got to talk in the third person. Okay. This tells you how much he plays the same person. I can tell in every movie. I've seen him in one movie. I already know what his personality's like.
Yeah, it does not change.
In one movie.
In every movie he's in, he has the same facial expression. He talks in the same tone of voice. He plays the same type of character, and he's always unstoppable. Like, nobody can touch this guy. I don't think I have seen a single Steven Seagal movie, and I've seen a few. I mean, I'm not like a connoisseur of him or anything, right. But I've seen a few of his movies. Yeah. He has never gotten punched.
He probably has
never gotten punched.
He probably has it in his contract somewhere that says, "I cannot be punched."
Yeah, it's like if you want to sign Steven Seagal needs 3 things. He can't walk upstairs. He has to sleep with a beautiful woman, and he cannot get hit. Not once.
You know what? Sounds like a pretty good acting job. Sign me up. I'll take it.
So Okay, Steven Seagal, that sounds great. About 5 million will do.
Stevens, fine. Oh, you're and they're like, sir, our budget's 4 million, but we'll pay you 5.
It's like they run out of budget on actors and sets and whatnot. They have no food budget, and he's just like, Steven Seagal hungry.
You know what? It makes sense now with the low budget how much went to him, because as far as like characters with like actual lines other than there's maybe like 10 people in this movie that
And
actually
6 of them die.
yes. And they put in fine print when you sign on to the movie, it says if you die at any point in the movie, whether at the beginning or the end, you don't get paid.
What? It's the first line of their contract is do not expect to make it to the end of the movie. Unless you're a pretty girl.
You know what I realized? Technically speaking, here's what happened. There's not an ending to the movie. What happened is when they were shooting, there was more to that scene, but the camera battery died, and they were just so done with filming the movie that they were like,
the budget ran out. They couldn't afford to charge it.
Yeah. They were like, well,
it's like
there was there's some exposition, nothing dialogue in the car with Seagal going, all right, the drug is this, da 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 da. We got to go stop it. It was probably something like that. And they were like, oops.
And they just had to, use the pennies of budget they had left to make a PowerPoint slide of, and once again, the day is saved. Thanks to Steven Seagal.
I would have probably cried or pulled my hair out if the end credits started with Steven Seagal will return in Attack Force 2.
Attack Force 2, Infinity War Endgame.
and then when
so
Marvel
that's where they
out,
got that from.
Yeah, and Marvel comes out and he tries to sue him.
Oh yeah, there was such an uproar over Robert Downey Jr. being recast as Doctor Doom. So guess who they got to play him now? Steven Seagal.
No. Oh my god.
It's like John Walker comes up and tries to punch Doctor Doom, and he just goes.
Oh, you've seen that video? If John Wick was Asian, John Walk.
Oh.
I gotta show you that if you haven't seen it. I'll show you after the stream.
I saw one where it showed what I guess was like maybe like an Eastern Asian kind of person, a guy maybe like Cambodian or Malaysian or something, and he looked very much like Dwayne Johnson, and it said Asian Dwayne Johnson, the Walk.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, that's funny.
Yeah. I can't believe we made it this long on this movie because there was nothing to talk about, really.
Well, it's because about half an hour of this stream was laughter.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I think we've reached the end point of this particular stream.
Cam says that the stream is ending now.
Steven Seagal, no like.
He says, all right, from an hour 7 till the end, you can keep that public. But everything before that, you got to get rid of.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, thank you very much for enduring this with me. I feel like this was like a bonding experience or something.
Yes. It's like bragging rights, because when I went on Letterboxd to log it, none of my friends on Letterboxd have seen it. When I looked at people that had seen it, it's not a lot. I think the rating is like 1.7 out of 5 on average.
I'm sure.
Which is surprisingly high. I don't know how. I don't know who could watch this and be like, oh my gosh, the attention to detail or the script. I'm like, what?
Holy crap! This movie had a script. 5 stars.
Right. Oh, that burn of told you there'd be consequences. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what a knee slapper that was.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on here. So you walk into someone's house, they have that like on their wall of like movies, like favorite movie quotes. It's like, Told you there'd be consequences.
But
I'd walk out the door.
Do you ever watch Key and Peele?
I have, yeah.
The sketch comedy show.
Uh-huh.
So there's the one where Jordan Peele is like his Mexican gangster character, and he goes up on stage and he's addressing a bunch of like high school students, and he's like, yeah, I used to be like you. I was running around with the gangs, getting into all kinds of trouble, and then I got hit with AIDS. Consequences.
See, that's funny.
I used to cause trouble. Used to run around with the hooligans. And then a piano fell on my head. And I got 88 concussions, one for every key.
Oh my gosh. See, that tells you there's more lore in that 30 seconds than this entire hour and a half movie.
I know. See, those consequences, as silly as they are a lot more believable than these consequences over here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Well, now that we're talking about Key and Peele, I think we've hit Steven Seagal bedrock here.
Oh yeah. So well, I think it's time to announce that our next topic episode will be Steven Seagal going through his filmography. You know,
his entire filmography from beginning to end.
And on the shows where he's a guest star halfway in season 4 of a 9-season show, you got to watch the first 4 seasons to understand why he has to appear. You know.
And then he just walks on set. Hey, look at me. I'm Steven Seagal. I have sex with beautiful women and I suck at fighting. I'm Steven Seagal.
His cameo is like it's like Donald Trump in Home Alone 2. Down the hall to the left. And it's like, what? I just watched an hour and a half movie for that.
I want someone to make like an AI deep fake of Steven Seagal doing the Rachel Zegler line. Weird. Weird.
I just spent like 30% of an hour and a half movie with Steven Seagal. I think I'm good for a while. I feel full. I'm good. Yeah, that was enough. I'm good. Yeah.
It's like you're in the mood for fine dining, so you have McDonald's.
Yeah.
It looks like Steven Seagal's had that a few too many times. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, which is why he can only move in slow. Sometimes when he fights, it's like in slow motion. You know. Oh, you know what it was? He fought like this, but they sped it up, so that's why it looks like this.
Well, his arms never come above here. Want to know why? Because his arms are so heavy, he can't lift them above his head.
I would believe that, honestly.
Well, I think that's about it. Thank you for everybody who tuned in and joined us today.
This is the first movie we don't recommend watching if you haven't already seen it.
Oh yeah, no,
please don't. Just
I wouldn't recommend this to my worst enemy. I would tell them to watch Emu War.
We gave you more lore, as much lore to the story that we could than the story did, and you're probably watching at the end. You're like, they told us, they reviewed nothing about the movie.
Yeah. We sat down and we studied the script, all one page of it.
Yeah, we went like Seagal. We went, and from now on, and this is the best piece of driving advice I can give. If you have to make a maneuver to a left turn like this, okay, some people would just go like this. All right, no. You need to like pull this bad boy out, and then also like this and everything, and clearly to show that Seagal's not driving the same car that we just saw. That's a shot of. They had him like on a prop, and he was like,
if anything, this movie should act as inspiration to people. If Steven Seagal can make a movie,
oh yeah,
so can you.
You know what? I could wake up tomorrow morning with the most random movie idea, shoot it on my phone with my sisters in our house in an hour, and have something better than this.
Yeah.
It may not be much better, but it'll be hopefully better. If it's not, then I will retire from movies forever.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nope. Yeah.
If I can't make a better movie than Steven Seagal, then I'm just not cut out for this industry.
Yeah, that's the bar. All right.
Yes.
If it's not better than a Steven Seagal movie, move on with your life. Go bag groceries at your local grocery store.
Have you thought of working at a car wash?
There's not too many of those car washes that I know of that aren't just the system.
Yeah. It's every now and then you come across like a high school fundraiser car wash or something, and those are always fun. But
Yeah,
the automated ones are.
I almost made a joke.
They're just the norm now.
I almost made a joke, and then I remember you said high school, and I said, "Nope, not going there." That was my inner Seagal coming out.
Steven Seagal is walking past his local community college. He's like, I want to give her a part in my movie.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, that does it for today's episode. Andrew, thanks again for joining me and, indulging in this shared torture. Fully I do.
Oh my gosh. What was that guy's name? Arun.
Yeah.
Good grief.
I watched it with subtitles. He has 2 O's in his name.
I know, I did too. I was like, name him Aaron, please.
Yeah.
I've never heard the name Arun before in my life. So
dare to be different, I guess.
That's true. You know what? If Seagal was holding that blade to my neck and said, give me one creative credit, I would say, fine. You took out an A and added an O. Fine. There you go.
All right. Well, I think next week we should definitely do like a much better film to cleanse our palate.
Yeah. Anything that's not Seagal related is.
Yeah. I'll discuss it with you probably.
Attack of the Five-Headed Shark. There you go. I looked up shark on Tubi just because I was curious. Oh, there was a movie I came across on Tubi because I was looking up attack when I was typing in attack for Attack Force. It's called Attack of the Giant Blurry Finger.
Well, I'm going to add that to my watch list.
It's like a girl that spends the night at home and a finger is like chasing her or something. Like
Tubi is where cinema goes to die.
They have a lot of good stuff on there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But they also have a lot of, because I think it's pretty easy for like anyone to just get their movie on there.
Yeah. And I'm sure it is.
Good grief. Anyway, but I do not want to make a suggestion like that and you go, yes, because I did that with Seagal saying his lowest rated movie. And I deeply, deeply regret that.
Yeah, Andrew, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And then 1 week later, my eyes are sunken. My cheeks are caving in. And just like,
we literally had to like do. But you know what's? I'll say this real quick, and we can end. What was funny about this movie is even though it was so bad, because nothing goes on, it kind of went kind of fast for me. Yeah. Like once I got past the initial, there was no acts in this movie, but when you got the initial, like, whatever, 20, 30 minutes in, and my brain was already kind of almost turned off. I turned that dial all the way 360, and it was
just done.
Yeah, I was like, but I was like, it's fine. This was discipline right here. If I can watch this movie, I can watch any movie. So,
Well, hopefully we won't have to explore that for a while. All right. Well, thanks to everybody who tuned in. This has been Cam and Focus Weekly. We'll be doing a much better film next week. So join us next week on Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll kind of run through our shameless plugs here. We have MCU Mondays with Feast of Fandoms tomorrow. Thursday, we have the Feast of Fandoms Cantina Happy Hour where we discuss Star Wars. I believe we're doing another episode or
we're doing the episode we would have done this last week. It's episode 9, season 1, episode 9
of Clone Wars. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So that's going to be on Thursday at 8:30 Central Standard Time over on the Feast of Fandoms YouTube channel. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks to everybody who joined us. We will see you next week. Like and subscribe, and do not watch Steven Seagal.